I wanted to talk a little bit about, often I've heard people who are in favor of sovereignty likening the relationship to a marriage. And Alberta is the abused spouse. But not too many people talk about the abuser. And I think that's an interesting point, because often when you have scenarios like this, the abuser is themselves suffering. And I think as Christians, we need to look at our neighbor, and this is the rest of Canada, and try to understand why they are as abusive as they are. And I think it's because they are suffering. In a relationship, often alcohol is at play, or drugs, or another woman. And when the abused spouse tries to fix the issue, the response is unnatural anger. Because the person who is the abuser is defensive. They know deep down that what they're doing is wrong, but they don't want to admit it. And I think that's what's going on here. I think what we have is a situation where the abuser, or in this case, the rest of Canada, particularly Ontario and Quebec, are addicted to our money. We saw that when President Trump was talking to our Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister at the time, Justin Trudeau, said, if you take away the subsidies, Canada will fail as a country. And we are the same. We have been subsidizing them, and it's not sustainable. And it's just I think the only way it can ever be fixed, just like if a person is addicted, the only way it can ever be fixed is, first of all, they have to admit to the problem. And we're nowhere near that. It's been essentially 120 years, and they're still not admitting the problem. That's the first step. Sooner or later, we have to recognize that, hopefully sooner. And they also must be repentant, and we're nowhere close to that as well. And the last thing they have to do is they have to hit bottom. That's usually the route of an alcoholic, is they have to hit bottom. And it's a necessary step. And they're not doing that either.